this show here at the Sorrento Valley location of Chateau, the wellness spot here in San Diego. Excited to have Jerome Stehly, who's actually one of our vendors. He's the owner of the organic farm here in San Diego that does our cold pressed juices every single day, delivers them fresh, and we love them. And I mean, you can't get more fresher than that, right? You pick it from the field. So I'll go ahead and let Jerome talk about his business.
Well, hi, this is Jerome Stehly, and it's nice to be here with you today. And we own, with my brother, Stehly Farms Market and Stehly Farms Organics, in which we have a farming division. And we are third-generation farmers and have been organic for almost 20 years now. And we also have markets, and we have two markets in San Diego, and we started this cold press, or doing regular juicing business, and then went into the cold press juices, and we're bringing the products from our farm and making them right there in our store.
Love it. And how big is your farm?
So it's about 300 acres.
Oh my gosh.
And so so it's a good sized farm. We do a lot of diverse products. So we grow everything. We started in citrus and avocados, but we do strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, all kinds of row crops, dragon fruit, which is kind of an interesting one, and so all kinds of fruit. And everybody goes there and they can't believe, because we don't only just grow it, we distribute it. So we have our own packing house there, so we package and ship up and down the West Coast to all the different organic stores, not only to our stores. And then this past year, we've gotten really big into delivering direct into restaurants, from the farm to table movement, and so we deliver a lot to restaurants.
Oh, I love it. What are a couple of the restaurants here in San Diego?
Red Door does it, Whisk and Ladle, and so those couple of them. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then you said how many years on the organic side?
About 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So back then, 20 years.
Yeah, actually, the movement was just starting. Or was just starting to do it. And in business, I always find you're either early or late. And I actually think we hit that one pretty much on a little on the early side, but not too far.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it was time to do that, and so I had my first child, and you start to change how you think about the food
that you put in your
That's right.
And then maybe tell some of the audience as far as just the chemicals or what's going on with non-organic.
So conventional fruits and vegetables, they use commercial fertilizers, and then they use a lot of commercial pesticides. And the thing we're trying to avoid is pesticide residue. So there is ways now organically, and it's been, because the movement has been so big now, that it's easy to get organic pesticides, because we still have the bugs, but you got to do it organically. So for instance, people go, what do you use? So we use a pepper that is very toxic to the bug, but once we spray it, it takes care of the bug, and then it dissipates, and there's no residue for humans to consume. So that's just an example. But now that the organic movement has become so big, the large chemical companies have now gotten into more organics, and they actually can supply and spend the money to make these chemicals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That are actually fun.
And they're not chemicals, they're sprays.
Yeah, what do they call them? Sprays.
They're sprays.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then organically though, it's important. It's not just about whether you have pesticide residue. It's also about the earth and about what you put into the soil and what you get out of it. And commercial fertilizers kind of start to diminish the natural microbial movement in the soil. And so by putting in natural, we're able to get the little bugs that kind of feed along and activate the chemicals or the nitrogen in the ground. So by nature, it was easier.
Oh, good, nice.
Yeah. So the biggest problem is just weeds. We spend a lot of money on weeding, and so because there is nothing to take care of that but the old hoe and weed whipper and stuff. So.
And then how many employees total do you guys have?
So year-round we have about 60, and then during the picking season, when you get into blackberries and strawberries, you can imagine all the little items. So we will have close to, about another 100 will come in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so you're one of the larger farms in San Diego, right? Are you in the top 5?
Yeah, we're
With
up there.
Yeah, with 300
We're up there. Yeah.
acres.
Yeah.
What area of San Diego?
In Valley Center.
Valley Center. Okay.
Yeah, and so there's bigger farms, but in San Diego, but in our business, we're small in a lot of little different areas of farming, but we have kind of made it from start to finish, where we're growing the product and then getting it right to the consumer and almost onto their table is what we're doing.
That's awesome. No, and I'm telling you, and I know our clients can vouch, the difference, from getting these veggies and fruits locally, getting them pressed, getting them into juice, and consuming them, it makes like such a difference in the taste.
Yeah, it does.
And the nutrients.
In the nutrients. Like we're picking tangerines, and we had to pick tangerines today because we have an order that's going out tomorrow. And we could have picked on Friday, but we don't want to pick on Friday because we want it to be fresh. We want everything to get there fresh. Ooh. So when most of the products that come off our farm, they're in the market, our markets, or in the grocery stores that we sell to within 24 to 48 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So it's truly local.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
are you guys on any of the farmers markets? Do you guys have any?
We do 4 farmers markets, but they're in LA and Orange County. Okay. My dad started those about 28 years ago, and we're still in those same 4. We tried to do farmers markets in San Diego, but they just weren't the right ones for us, and that's kind of why we went into the markets.
Yeah.
Because we're a farmer's market every day.
No, I know, right? Which stores are you guys locally in?
So we're in Whole Foods, Jimbo's, Obese People's Market, Seaside Market.
All the big ones.
Yeah, any and all the organic, we're in there with.
That's awesome. And then talk about the 2 stores you have.
So we have 2 stores, one in Bay Park on Morena Blvd, which is just a small one that we started 3 years ago. And then we had this opportunity to go into Kennsington. And Kennsington is a really neat walking neighborhood, and we're the only market in that area. And it's so nice because you get to know everybody there, and we love it. So there we have a full kitchen, and it's all clean products grown. I mean, used in our restaurant, and baking and everything we do out of that kitchen is all clean product. So there's no nitrates in the meat. So we buy good meats, and we actually make our own bacon there. We smoke our own bacon. We smoke our own beef. So anything they get there is well done. I think that they're doing a great job there.
I know, my office is literally like 7 minutes away, and I keep forgetting to go there for lunch.
You gotta go there for lunch. And I will say that I think we have one of the best burgers in town.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Ooh, what kind of meats do you guys use?
So we have a great hamburger, but the thing is we put on our own bacon that we make right there, and then the cheese, and then the sauce, a little secret sauce.
Oh, nice. What time do you guys close? Do you guys
we're open 7 to 8:30. Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, and the kitchen's open to 7:30, so they can do it. We have the pressed juices there too,
nice.
And they have a juice bar and a smoothie bar, so all that they can get whatever they want at either location.
Cool. So yeah, everybody watching or listening that's local in San Diego, that's definitely the place to check out.
Yeah.
So let me see. What would be your favorite? I always love asking our guests. What do you do? What's your favorite thing to do for self-care? So
I enjoy walking or running, and on the farms we have to walk the. Avocados are grown on hillsides, so you're actually hiking more than walking.
Okay.
Nice. So I do that. I really enjoy the exercising and running and walking. And
how many miles do you think you do?
Well, I try to do at least 4 or 5 a day. So yeah. So it keeps me going.
Keeps you
and
active.
with 3 young kids, I mean, teenagers, you gotta
keep up with them.
Keep going. 3 girls, by the way. And my brother, who's my partner, 3 girls.
Whoa!
Yeah, but girls can run a farm too, so there's the next generation.
There you go. Okay, next generation. And then we were talking a little bit before we got started here on the interview about reading.
Yes.
Because you asked her, like, Christine, can I do more than one book? So then I knew, I'm like, oh, you must be a reader like me, because it's impossible to pick one book out of 5 favorites. So you said you had 2.
Yeah.
And you said you read a book about a week, right?
I try to get through one a week,
So impressive, because I know how busy you are.
Well, yeah, but that's my relaxation. It's a way to shut down the mind for me at night, and I think it's very important for our health to shut off the day. And I do that when I'm driving home too from work. I try to say, okay, I'm going to walk in, and
You're done.
I'm done, and I really don't answer my phone unless it's an emergency at night with any business. Because that's family time, that's my time, it's time to rejuvenate. And it's so important in our health to do that. And I think that's when people don't shut it off for a little bit. It hurts. So I read, and that's in my books. My favorite health book was written by Dr. David Hebert. He's a nutritionist at UCLA, and it was called Color of Your Diet. And the reason is I used to be a lot heavier than I was now, about 100 pounds.
Wow.
And I lost it many years ago, and then I was having trouble maintaining it. I just kind of keep bumping up and back down, but I never went way back to where I was. But I read his diet, and it is about eating fruits and vegetables, all different colors, all day long. Now it takes time to get ready for that, because you got to get all your different vegetables and stuff to take to work and have a snack. But I was never hungry, and you got protein too. But I love that book, and it's been something I always refer back to if I feel myself kind of getting a little tight around the waist.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great one. And then what about another favorite?
Well, my favorite, it's not almost a series, it's the Jack Reacher series.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a series, and I've read every single one. I'm always waiting for the next one to come out. But
nice.
I love reading series books, and a lot, FBI, CIA, police, all that kind of stuff. I like it because it's not my world.
No, you're right. And again, it's that relaxation. It's the shutting off.
It's shutting off. I don't want to read about farming or markets at night.
Vegetables or juicing, right? I can understand that.
Yeah.
And then do you watch much TV? If you're reading that much.
No, just maybe a little news at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, and you do physical books, you had said, right?
Yes, I like physical books.
No, I'm still that way. I do both now. I'm kind of converting just because I can fit more in. And again, I am trying to strive. I wish I could do a book a week. I'll probably a book a month still, 2 books a month, but I'll get there. Okay, so perfect. So what would be your number one health hack? So again, for the show, we just want to, give people health or happiness tips that they can implement immediately. So what would be your number one?
So my number one thing is sometimes when you start to get out of your groove, we live in San Diego, and I love to go to the beach. And I don't know what it is, but if I walk on the beach, it just takes me to a different place. I can get back into my workout deal. I can get off the stress deal. It just takes it all away. So I just think living in San Diego, if we just went to the beach, how often we don't go. I won't go for a month, and then I'll go, why haven't I been going?
I know, we live here. We pay for the sunshine tax and the beach tax.
Yeah, and so why not go? So I honestly, that's my
How often do you go?
Well, I haven't, like I say, I miss a month, and then all of a sudden I go 3 or 4 times a week. And we live so close. And just stop, and even if it's 15 minutes, it's amazing to look at water and what water does.
Just the calming effect.
Calming effect.
No, I agree. Oh, that's a great tip for especially anybody living by any body water, even a lake.
Yeah, even a lake, any of that.
Can just be relaxing and just get out there.
It's just taking, and it's me time, I don't go with people, I go by myself.
Yeah.
And it's about that time of rejuvenating us and our mind and as part of our health.
Yeah.
And if your mind is healthy, you can get your body healthy.
For sure. And then so somebody so busy as you are, do you work? How many hours a week do you work? Again, I get to ask the same question. I work 80, but I'm like, I don't work 80 hours a week.
I do work a lot. Right now, it's probably about 7 days a week. At least the weekend's a little less. Okay. But yes, I'm usually up by 4:30 and on the computer working, and then I'm trying to be done by 6 or 7 at night. So.
Okay. Okay, there we go. And then even on the Sundays, like you don't have any rules as far as Sundays?
Well, no, Sundays, I try not to work on Sundays if I don't have to. I mean, that's really family day and we try to enjoy it, but now my girls are teenagers and they're running in all different directions, so I may cheat and catch up on some stuff.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, once they get to that age, they're like, oh no,
Yeah,
we're going to
exactly.
do our own thing.
Yeah.
And then what would, I know we talked about the stores, and what would be the best way for people to get in touch with you, or just...
Oh, well,
products or
so best way is also we do at StehlyFarmsOrganics.com, and then also at this, they could always go through our website and get a hold of my brother or I and find out any information. We do get those emails and we do read them and we do respond. And so if anybody and if they want to come to the farm on April 8th, we have Strawberry Pick Day, and Strawberry Pick Day is probably one of my favorite days because all the kids come with bread dripping down their shirt, but they're eating as they're picking, and it's really fun. But anyways, we open the farm 3 days a year, and it's for strawberry pick, blackberry pick, and pumpkin pick. And we got strawberry pick.
So March.
So April 8th, and then
Okay.
it'll be in June. We haven't announced that for blackberries, and then October for pumpkins. And we give a tour, and we have the petting zoo, and there's food, and there's a farm stand, and we usually have beautiful weather.
How many people go to those events, roughly?
Oh, about 2,000.
2,000. And then you say you guys take them around.
Yeah, we have trams that we pull behind our tractors, and my brother and I are on those all day, and we do we talk about the farm and go around the farm. It takes about half hour, 40 minutes, and so it's a great way for them to see it. But there's also they get to go pick strawberries right by the event center and stuff.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
I love it. No, I know you popped it, and it's nice too because Jerome sometimes we'll bump into each other at the spa, and so when you're dropping something off, and it's like we get to catch up, and I get to hear about the upcoming events at the farm, and we get to talk business, all that fun stuff.
Well, and the fun thing is about the juices and delivering them to you, and what people would think, oh, well, you got all these companies and all this stuff you're doing, but you know it's me who delivers to you, and I because we do it all, and so I'm the one delivering your juices.
Which is so funny because which my staff knows and a lot of my colleagues know, and they picked on me for years, was because I was doing it for the first 3 years of the company. Every day I was taking to both locations, and so you are a lifesaver. But
that's what we do as owners, right?
Yeah, and I get excited, when I'm in my office at 6:45 in the morning, and I see you, walking to the spa upstairs with the juice, and I'm like, but I love that work ethic. Like I feel like, as the owners, you can't ever expect your staff to do something you're not willing to do, and you build the systems. You do it in the beginning just to kind of work out bugs.
Right, exactly.
And okay, if I was gonna have somebody else do this for me, what problems might they run into? How can I make it easier for them? I just did it probably way too long. I don't think you're gonna be doing it for that many years.
Well,
but
the thing is that you're absolutely right about working out the bugs and about doing it. But it's also we end up doing this stuff as owners to make things work, and how hard it is being a small business owner. But the other thing is that probably a lot of your clients are small business owners, you have to take that time for yourself. And that is the most important thing, is you've got to take care of yourself, or you can't take care of your business.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so you got to eat right, you got to take a little enjoyment time at spas, you got to do little things, or walk on the beach, and believe me, you'll get twice as much done. You may think that you got all this work that you got to get done. I always do, but after I do that, I actually get more done. Because we're spinning. And once we stop spinning, we can be successful.
No, and that's such a great tip, because I agree 110%. It sounds counterintuitive to set the time aside to walk on the beach, to go running, to hike.
Yeah.
But once you do it, then you're even more productive, and you can work these 12, 14-hour days, and it doesn't even faze you because you're still have that time. Because I think balance, everybody says balance, but you got to still incorporate. I don't know, it's never an equal balance, especially as a business owner. It's never going to be equal.
No, but if you do that, it's amazing. Most people or mentors of mine, they have a balance, and they've been successful because of that balance. So I try to look for that balance.
And squeeze it in where you can.
You actually can't squeeze in. You got to make it a priority.
It's on your schedule.
You got to do it.
Okay.
You
No, I
gotta do
love
it.
it. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jerome.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Yes.
This has been really fun.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so definitely for all of our viewers, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. Feel free to leave a comment. If there's maybe a future topic or show you would like covered or guest, you can put it in the comments.